Everyone knows Thomas Edison. He's that one guy that invented that one thing that is bright and shiny. Well, that may be true, but few actually know the story which led him to change the world. Edison was born in Milan, Ohio, in February of 1847. He spent most of his childhood in Michigan. As with most of the world's greatest thinkers and inventors, his parents and teachers considered him to be, well, a little bit on the special side. He spent countless hours daydreaming during school, and people did not take kindly to this behavior. Students and teachers were often mean to him and wouldn't let him use pencils. 3 months after registering, he began homeschool. Edison was made famous through a great number of contributions over the years, but when many people hear Edison, a light bulb comes on. But it shouldn't, because you're wrong. Many inventors before Edison have developed incandescent lights, but these early bulbs had an extremely short life and a high cost, making them difficult to apply on a large scale commercially. Edison and his co-workers set out on the task of creating longer-lasting bulbs, building on the contributions of other developers over the past 75 years. Edison made significant improvements to the idea of the incandescent light, and by 1879, Edison had produced a new concept, a high-resistance lamp and a very high vacuum which would burn for hundreds and hundreds of hours. This is how he wound up in the public eye as the inventor of the light bulb. Edison's major innovation was the first industrial research lab, which was built in Menlo Park, New Jersey. It was built with the funds from the sale of Edison's quadruplex telegraph. After his demonstration of the telegraph, Edison was not sure that his original plan to sell it for $4,000 to $5,000 was right, so he asked Western Union to make a bid. He was surprised to hear them offer $10,000, which he gratefully accepted. The quadruplex telegraph was Edison's first big financial success, and Menlo Park became the first institution set up with the specific purpose of producing constant technological innovation and improvement. Edison was legally attributed with most of the inventions produced there, though he had help from many of employees. His staff was generally told to carry out his direction in conducting research, and he drove them hard to produce results. In just over a decade, Edison's Menlo Park laboratory had expanded to occupy 2 city blocks. Edison said he wanted the lab to have a stock of almost every conceivable material. A newspaper article printed in 1887 reveals the seriousness of his claim, stating the lab contained 8,000 kinds of chemicals, every kind of screw ever made, every size of needle, every kind of cord or wire, hairs of humans, dogs, horses, cows, rabbits, goats, rats, camels, silk in every texture, cocoons, various kinds of hoofs, shark's teeth, deer horn, tortoise shells, cork, resin, varnish, oil, ostrich feathers, peacock tails, rubber, amber, and all ores. The list goes on and on. Edison is credited with 1,093 patents and currently holds the world record. Nearly all of Edison's patents were utility patents, which were protected for a 17-year period and included inventions or processes that were electrical, mechanical, or chemical in nature. Others were design patents, which protected an ornamental design for up to 14 years. As in most patents, the inventions he described were improvements of previous inventions. The Menlo Park Laboratory allowed for Edison's greatest success and contribution. That success was not limited to a single invention, but the ability to take that single invention and to maximize the distribution of innovation through the establishment of mass production systems and intellectual property rights.
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me.